Have you ever noticed God repeatedly compares his word to practical things we consume? He speaks of milk, solid food, water, and even medicine. But many of us approach the Bible like it's an encyclopedia. We study to win arguments, defend a specific theology, or just stack up facts to answer difficult questions. The result is a strange paradox. We have a brain full of historical data and theological defenses, but an inner spirit that is completely malnourished. It's like walking into a grocery store just to admire the labels. You can spend all day memorizing ingredients and calorie counts, but you're still going to be hungry when you leave. Food isn't for observation, it's for consumption. It provides the fuel your body needs to survive and develop. God didn't design his word to be religious information. It is spiritual nourishment. When we ignore that design, we end up spiritually starving while standing right in the middle of a feast. Consider God's promise in Jeremiah 3:15, "And I will give you shepherds according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." Notice the word feed. A teacher might transfer data from their mind to yours, but a shepherd's primary job is to provide nourishment for the inner man. Think of these as spiritual groceries, specific portions of the word designed to cleanse, strengthen, or mature your spirit, depending on your condition. You wouldn't hand a giant steak to a newborn baby. The steak is good, but they lack the capacity. We often make the mistake of trying to give every believer the exact same religious diet, regardless of their maturity or their current spiritual health. Real discipleship isn't about how much truth you can dump on someone. It's about the wisdom to provide the right food at the right time. We see Jesus demonstrate this perfectly when he restores Peter in John chapter 21. Pay attention to the specific instructions he gives. He tells Peter to feed my lambs, referring to the young and fragile, and then he says, feed my sheep, the mature ones. Jesus knew they required different care. Peter clearly learned this lesson. Years later, he wrote in 1 Peter 2:1-2, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice, and all guile, and hypocrisies, and envies, and all evil speakings, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby." Notice the sequence. Peter says you have to start by clearing out the toxins, malice, deceit, hypocrisy. Only after that spiritual cleansing can a person properly drink the milk they need to grow. A true leader must diagnose the condition first. You identify what needs to be cleansed before deciding what kind of diet will lead to growth. Look at how Jesus timed his teaching. In John 15:15, he says, "I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you." But then, only one chapter later, in John 16:12, he says, "I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now." This isn't a contradiction. Jesus simply recognized what they were capable of processing. He shared everything they could handle in that moment, knowing that the deeper truths would have to wait until they had the capacity to digest them. This is the difference between simply knowing the Bible and knowing how it works. It involves recognizing a spiritual state and knowing exactly which portion of Scripture addresses it. Instead of asking, "What verse can I use to win this debate?" a shepherd asks, "What kind of nourishment does this person actually need right now?" Data alone won't nourish you. Truth only becomes spiritual food when it is received with the intent to produce life, obedience, and maturity. So stop reading just to gather facts and start eating the word to become like Christ. In the next lesson, we'll start looking at the specific categories of spiritual food God has provided and exactly how to use them.